Hi guys, my name is Philip. I'm in passing behind Philip's origami instructions. This is a tutorial on how to make an origami frog. This is our last origami frog tutorial, and it looks more realistic than the others, but it is quite it's a little bit trickier to fold. And if you want the link to number 3 origami frog tutorial, there will be a clickable link down the bottom there somewhere. So let's get started. You'll need one sheet of paper. I'm using 15 by 15 centimeters. Now we're going to start off first by making a square base. So start coloured side up this time. We're just going to fold the diagonals in half both ways. This one also takes slightly longer to make. Then unfold and then turn it over so right side's up, and then just fold it in half, both vertically and horizontally. Sorry about that rattling noise. And then once you've got that, we're just going to fold inwards and push in on all 4 sides, and then just push down. You should have 2 flaps on either side. Now turn it around so you're looking at the flappy bits that open right at the bottom here. And we're just going to take these sides and we're going to line this edge with the centre. So just take it in and fold it into the centre. Just like this. And then we're going to unfold it, and then we're going to squash fold down on that crease we just made. Just turn it around for a second, and then just open it up, and then we're just going to valley fold along these 2 creases. We're maybe reversing a crease, and then just valley fold down like that. Now we have squash folded. Now just do the same with the other 3 sides. So fold this one over so you sort of hide it, and then turn it over, do the same, fold it down just like this. If you want to, you could keep it this way around if you like. Folding these, it can be a little bit easier just this way around. It's up to you. And then for the last one, you're just going to do the same, just like this. And once you've done all 4 sides, your model should now look like this. Now what we want to do is make sure that our flaps have 4 on each side. So we want to turn it over to our pattern that looks like this, and then turn it over again. And then just keep folding over, and you look at the bottom, make sure it's the same pattern if you turn over, and you want to make sure there's 4 equally sized flaps on each side. Sorry about that lighting. So there's 4 flaps on each side. Make sure there's 4, or it may go wrong. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to take these edges here and fold them into that centre crease there. Just take it, line it up with the bottom, make a crease, and then do the same with the other side, just like this. Then unfold, and then open this bit up, and we're going to do another squash fold by just taking these 2 creases that we made just a minute ago and just pushing inwards, and then we're going to line this side here with that centre crease. I'm sorry that you can't see it very well, but there's a centre crease going down there. You're going to line this edge up with that centre crease. So just fold it inwards and then line it up. You can turn it over here and see if it lines up. That centre crease, and make sure it lines up, and then just fold the other one in as well. Just line it up, just like that. And then make your crease. And then you want to just fold up. And then just do the same with the remaining 3 sides. So I'm just going to do the same here. Make sure you get these as neat and as accurate as possible when folding inwards, or you will end up with a lot of white at the end. It doesn't look so good if you've got a little bit of white at the end, but you probably will have a little bit, because that usually happens, but that's fine. Just open it up and fold them. Okay, now once you've folded all 4 done the same with all 4 flaps, or sides even, now you're going to make sure that you have 4 sides on each side. So count them, 4 on that side and 4 on that side. Now we're going to look at it, make sure it's this way around so those bits are pointing up. Check that on all 4 of your sides. And we're just going to take the right flap here, just take one layer. We're just going to fold it over to the left and then turn it over and then do the same. So just take one layer and fold it over to the left. Now make sure you're looking at it this way around, so these fluffy bits that open here at the bottom. I'm now going to take these edges here and just fold them into the centre crease going down along there. So just take them and fold them in. Now if at the bottom here, it does get quite awkward when trying to fold them in because of it's quite tricky, it's quite narrow if you like, to fold them into the centre, so it doesn't try to get as accurate as possible, but you may be a little bit off, but that's not a big deal. And you may also get a little bit of white, but just try your best and then do the same with the other sides. Just make sure you try and get it into the centre as much as you can, because that gives you better results for your frog at the end. Do the same with the last 2. Okay, now once you've done the same with all 4 sides, just make sure it's this way round and you want to make a really good crease on all your models so far. So it'll just help towards the end. So just make a really good crease, so just flatten it. It's like this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same as we did a minute ago by just opening the right one, just one layer, and make sure there's still 4 on each side by the way. And we're just going to fold it over to the left, folding in between those 2 segments there, and then turn it over and then fold it to the left again here. Now your model should look like this on both sides. That will make that bit of your frog. Now make sure it's still this way round, and we're just going to take our first layer here and we're going to open it up and we're just going to pull up on this flap here as far as it will go. We're going to make the arms, which are those. So just pull up here as far as it can go. Don't pull too far or it may rip, and then just fold back down and push this over And now we're going to make the arms. Now it's up to you how much you want to fold, but it looks quite nice and neat if you fold at that point there where it ends, where this top part ends here. So just fold it out to there, and then do the same with this side. You may want to vary your angles of your arms. Try to get them both the same, because that looks a lot nicer then. Make a good crease. Now, as you can see, you have got a little bit of white here. Now that doesn't matter. Like I said earlier, that just generally happens to your model, but that's not a big problem. So once we've got the arms, now it's up to you. You could just keep your arms like that, but it doesn't look very good. So you can actually make a sort of pattern on them, like a sort of, not zigzag, but just an extra arm pattern if you like, what frogs have. So it's up to you how much you want to fold, but just fold down a little bit, and then you want to just fold this out straight, just like that. Maybe if you open it up and fold, maybe if you end it at where that top bit ends there, and fold out and try to get it straight. Remember, get the angles both the same, and then just fold it up again. There you go. Now do the same with this side on your other arm. If you want to, you could add some more pleat folds, but I'm just going to keep one like this for the time being. Okay, now for the legs, you want to turn it over. Make sure you still got that same pattern on it there. I'm just going to do the same. We're just going to fold down. So open up the right side here and fold up against that crease there. Then make a crease. And then fold it down. It's up to you at what angle you want it to be, but if you want to, you could fold it straight. And then just do the same with the arms, so just fold it down a little bit, and then up to make our actual feet looking things, and then do the same with the other side. You might want to keep adjusting it at the end to the right angle. Maybe if you're doing it as a present for someone. Okay, now once you've got that, there is just one final step. You can keep it like that if you want, but what you're meant to do is actually blow into this hole at the bottom. So just take it and just blow into there, which is going to puff up our head to make that bit. So just blow into it. And then it's up to you how much you want your head. If you want a really puffy head, then just pull on these sides more. But I'm just going to pull on them a little bit until I've got the right shaped head that I want. Now whatever you do, unfortunately I don't think you can push it back down. I've tried it and it just gets all crinkled up and goes completely wrong. So make sure when you make your adjustments, don't make a big crease in case you do need to adjust things. So just sort of push it down slightly. So I've got that amount, and then just turn it back over and maybe push down a little bit, and there you go, you have your finished origami frog. Now this particular frog doesn't jump like the other ones. I know they do jump, and it actually looks quite, like I've already said in the beginning, it looks more realistic. It's still not as realistic though, but it looks more realistic than our jumping frogs. And I'm glad to say that I think we've now finished our frogs, because there's been 4 frogs tutorials. I'll put all of them in the description for you guys if you want them. And that's our finished tutorial for today. Now if you want, you could put these with our jumping frogs and all the other frogs we made, which was just for jumping frogs, but you may not want them to jump, but that's up to you. Now if you do try and make it jump, it doesn't work very well, so that's why it doesn't jump, so just try that if you want to. And so like I said, you could put it with the other ones, and you can maybe put them on some lily pads, water lilies for frogs, and put it on a display, or you could just decorate them around your house with some other animals, maybe make a scene and something like that. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again always so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.